Well, next up, we're going to talk about the Aldelo Express gesturing. You guys have been doing gesturing if you have a smartphone, and that's where you take your finger, you move from one page to the next, you move swipe up, swipe down, left and right. Anytime you're moving around in your cell phone, you're gesturing. So we have built-in gesturing for our POS system in Aldelo Express. But gesturing is really simple. It actually speeds up the order entry process. Once you get good at it, you're going to be actually preferring to use the gesturing than you will be looking for the buttons. It actually allows faster access to the front of house features, and it also unlocks features not available through a button. You're going to find things that you can do gesturing that you cannot do any other way. And I actually prefer it, and I've practiced a little bit and gotten better with it, but gesturing to me is a preferred way of order entry. You're going to use either a 1 or 2 finger gesturing motion, whereas on your cell phone you use 1 finger. In Aldelo Express, we've got the 1 finger, and we also have 2 fingers. We have swipe and touch that activate the features. So in some cases you'll be swiping, and in other cases you'll just be touching, like you touch to ring up. But in this case, we're going to show you here in a minute where if you touch with 2 fingers, it does something different than if you touch with 1 finger. It's kind of cool. It does open a wide array of features and options at that front of house. So let's look at this. So if you have your gesturing, if you then swipe an item right to left, this is in the ticket window. After you've rang up the item, if you take your finger, single finger, and swipe on that item from the right-hand side of the screen to the left, then you're going to activate the void. You're going to be able to void that item. If you swipe downward with a single finger into the items area, you're going to be able to then go between categories. You'll swipe to the next category and the next and the next. So think about this. If you have your categories set up to have your appetizers, then your salads, then your entrees, and your drinks, you're actually going to ring up in that order. So you ring up your apps, swipe up, which moves to the next category, which would be your salads. Ring those items. When you're done, swipe up. You just continue to swipe up and down, moving from one category to the next, instead of having to touch the buttons here on the left-hand side of the screen to move from categories. You're just going to be swiping up or down here and move a lot faster. All right, 2-finger touch on an item button. Now, obviously, if you hit 1 finger on it, it's going to ring it up. But if you take 2 fingers and touch it, then what it does is it displays the details of that item, which would be a detailed picture and a description. That's something that you program in the back of the house. I recommend that on the button, you put a picture of the item, but on this picture, maybe you want to put how the item is plated, what it looks like coming out of the kitchen. The description can have anything from the ingredient list to the allergy list. All right, 2 fingers swiping down in the items area. Remember now, swiping with 1 finger moves it from one category to the next. If you swipe down with 2 fingers, then you're going to get to the order information screen. This then will let you know how long the order's been open, who opened it, and various things about it. You also have the ability here on the right-hand side to add items such as discounts and surcharges. You can do that here. All right, 2 fingers swiping up, same area, just 2 fingers swiping up. That then gets you the ability to add a category, add an item, or add a discount on the fly during a transaction. You can add anything there, those categories, an item or a discount. You can do that during a transaction. 2-finger touch in the ticket window. This is basically just anywhere in that white area, 2 fingers touching will then expand the ticket to full screen. 2 fingers touching back in that same white area reduces it back to the smaller size. All right, 2 fingers swiping right to left. Now you remember now 1 finger swiping right to left will open up the void button. 2 fingers swiping right to left actually get you to the payment screen. Same area, 2 fingers swiping left to right will actually be like hitting the done button. It will exit to the default screen and save the order for recall later. So 1 finger in the ticket window after recall. So after you've had an order that's been saved, you recall it, you put 1 finger touching in the ticket window, it then opens up the repeat items screen. You can then select how many of those items you'd like to repeat for another round of drinks. Now practice. This is going to take a little bit of practice.
For more information about Aldelo and our products, you can always call us at 800-801-6036 or email us at sales@aldelo.com. If you have a support question, email support@aldelo.com, or you can check us out at the family of websites that we have, aldelo.com, aldelopay.com, and the Aldelo Express.